Hi everyone, especially to you, sir. I'm Jeffrey Vallietti from BSIT1C, and today I will discuss all of you about the covering the concept and principles to introduction to computing syllabus, and I will start now. Introduction to computing. Chapter 1, Industry in the Profession. Introduction. The industries that supplies computer goods and service are in a continual state of change as new products appear and old products are discontinued as corporation form merge and die, as corporate leadership shifts, as consumers buying habits evolve, and as prices steadily decrease before you venture out to buy computers, peripheral devices, or software before you commit yourself to a computer career or before you buy stock in computer companies. You should arm yourself with some basic knowledge about the computer and information technology industries. Industry overview encompasses those companies and manufacture computers and computer companies. Include software publisher and peripheral devices, manufacturers and information technology industry, IT industry. Refers to the companies that develop, produce, sell, or support computers, software, and computer-related products. Includes companies in the computer industry, software publishers, communications service vendors, information services, and service companies. Next, computer industry. The, the term computer industry and IT industry are sometimes used interchangeably. In addition, not every company that uses computer is part of the computer industry or IT industry. An example, a bank that uses computers to track money flowing in and out of accounts rather it is classified as part of the banking industry. Another is a clothing store might use computers to monitor inventory but is classified as parts of the apparel industry. Such business make use of information technology but they are not part of the computer industry and are not considered part of IT industry either. Chapter 2, Evolution of Computing. Introduction. A computer is an electronic device that manipulates information or data. It is designed to process data, provide useful information, and solve problems It has the ability to store and retrieve data. Through the use of computer, you can create presentations, type documents, prepare letters, sending mails, edit or create videos and spreadsheets, internet banking services, and browse the web. This will help you understand how computer evolved, explains the major functions of computer, learn the characteristics of computer and classification of computer. Next, computer, a programmable electronic device that accepts raw data as input that processes it with a set instruction a program to produce the result as output. The term computer is derived from the Latin word computer, which means to calculate. A machine that performs processes calculations and operations based on instructions provided by a software or hardware program. They are also designed to execute applications. Charles Babbage is also known as the father of the computer. Flexible teaching learning modality. Flexible teaching learning modality. In this lesson, teaching and learning is mediated through the use of technology like print, audio, video, and the internet. Students interact with their instructors and each other through virtual classrooms, email, and web conferencing. For the online modality, the virtual classroom shall be used for the purpose of delivering a lecture and allowing a synchronous discussion with the students. Next, benefits of using a computer. These devices have a wide application in the modern days. They are used in hospitals, banks, schools, research centers, and office in performing certain tasks. They have played an important role in revolutionizing life either indirectly or directly. They are extremely important in the learning institution. Outlined here below are the main benefits of using computers. Four basic functions of a computer. There are four main equipment functions of a computer system: input processing, storage and output, input, the transferring of information into a computer system, data entry. As you can see in the picture, that's the four basics of computer: input, processing, output, memory. Input, process, output, storage. And next, input function. The input computer function accepts the data from input devices and sends it to the computer processor. The raw information entered into a computer from the input devices. And next, common input peripherals include the keyboard, mouse, stylus, and touchscreen, digital cameras, microphones, scanners, and joystick can also be used to input information into a computer. Next, input devices. So as you can see, this is the example of input devices: joystick, keyboard, mouse, scanner, and keyboard. Scanner. And next, next, input device. An input device is a hardware or peripheral device used to send data to a computer. An input device allows user to communicate and feed instructions and data to computer for processing, display, storage, and also transmission. Next. Data processing function. Data processing is the most basic function of a computer. The operation of the data as per given instruction. And this function is performed by the Central Processing Unit, CPU, which consists of electronic circuits that can read and execute code instructions to perform a wide range of tasks, from performing complex mathematical calculation to sorting the entries in a database. The CPU can be seen as the brain of the computer, accepting input data and instructions, executing commands, storing results, and memory and sending data to output devices. It controls the sequence of operation and the use of data storage. Next, output function. The process of producing the useful information for the user after processing input data, page 35 of 229. After processing the input data, the CPU, auxiliary processor, or the process function sends the processed data to input function or the default of configured output device. Each output device presents the processed data in a different form. For example, a monitor, a printer, and speaker display prints and plays the processed data respectively. Next, output function. Some output devices are speaker, headphones, screen monitor, printer, projector, plotters, speech synthesizer, braille reader. So as you can see, the picture, output device of computer. So monitor, speaker, headphones, plotter, printer, projector, speech, sanitizer, braille, reader. Next, these are the image of input and output device computer. So you can see, computer input device, output device. So, keyboard, microphone, camera, headphone, cell phone, television, and etc. Next, data processing function. Data processing is the most basic function of a computer. The operation of data as per given instruction. This function is performed by the Central Processing Unit, CPU, which consists of electronic circuits that can read and execute codes instruction to perform a wide range of tasks. From performing complex mathematical calculation to sorting the entries in a database. And next, output function. The process of producing the useful information for the user after processing input data. And next, after processing the input data, the CPU, auxiliary processor, or the process function sends the processed data to the output function or to the default or configure output device. Pik-pik sa boses ko. Data storage function. One of the most useful functions of a computer is data storage. Besides storing data that has been input through peripherals, computers also need a way to save the results of data processing. To store data and information, a computer uses two types of storage components, temporary and permanent. Temporary storage components are used to store data temporarily. Data stored in a temporary storage component is erased when the system is shut down. RAM is a compulsory temporary storage component. A computer uses the RAM to store the running applications and their data. Data processing manipulation of data by a computer. It includes the conversion of raw data to machine readable from flow of data through the CPU and memory to output devices, and formatting or transmission of output. Any use of computers to perform defined operation on data can be included under data processing. Next, data storage function. Permanent storage components are used to store data permanently. Data stored in a permanent storage component is not erased when the system is shut down. The hard disk is the most common permanent storage component. Usually, our computers have at least one hard disk to store data. Other common permanent storage components or devices are external drives, USB drives, and CD/DVD. And next, chapter 3, key components of a computer system, operating systems. Key components of a computer system, operating systems. This lesson introduces the discussion of the key components of a computer system and how they work together. There are three main components to a computer system. And next, there are five main hardware components in a computer system: input, processing, storage, output, communication devices. These are the five main hardware components in a computer system. And next, flexible teaching learning modality. In this lesson, teaching and learning is mediated through the use of technology like print, audio, video, and the internet. Students interact with their instructors and each other through virtual classrooms, email, and web conferencing. For the online modality, the virtual classroom shall be used for the purpose of delivering a lecture and allowing asynchronous discussion with the students. For the remote modality, a learning management system shall be used to upload the module and to allow synchronous discussion with the students. This will also be used as platform for the submission of the requirements. And next, computer system. It is a collection of entities, hardware, software, and humanware that are designed to receive, process, manage, and present information in a meaningful format. And next, input unit. It used for transfers, raw data, and control signals into the information processing system by the user before processing and computation. All the input unit devices provide the instructions and data are transformed into binary codes that is the primary memory acceptable format. And next, the function of the input unit are accept data and set instructions command and convert the data in a form which the computer can accept, and last, provide this converted data to the computer for further processing. Next, central processing unit. This is called the brain of the computer system. It consists of three parts, namely the control unit, the arithmetic logic unit, in the primary storage unit. Control unit controls, manages, and coordinates the operation of the entire computer system. Arithmetic logic unit executes the instructions and performs all the calculation and decisions. Primary storage unit, also called as main memory, the data which is to be output from the computer system is also temporarily stored It is the storage section that holds the computer programs during execution. It stores temporary results of intermediate processing. Output unit give the results of the process and computation to the outside world. The output units accept the results produced by the computer, convert them into a human-readable form, and supply them to the users. Next, computer hardware components. It consists of all the machinery and equipment in a computer system. In a general computer, hardware is categorized according to which of the five computer operation it performs. And next, these are the four computer hardware components: input devices, processing devices, storage devices, output devices. Next, Chapter 4, Office Productivity Tools. Introduction. This part sets the stage for the learning that will take place. It prepares the student by building some related vocabularies, defining expected situation, expected outcomes, and expected learnings. Next, learning outcomes. Identify the different parts of Microsoft Word. Next, input text with different format and alignment. And next, create a sample worksheet using MS Excel. And next, execute basic computation with a function. Next, insert tables, chart, graphs. Next, define presentation software. Next, plan an effective presentation. Next, select appropriate slide layout, color, themes, background, and design templates. And next, display the presentation in different ways. Next, but not the least, apply the different text, basic, and design theme. Next, learning content. Office productivity is a category of software that address general business needs such as document creation, creating spreadsheet, presentation, and content management. The term is associated with broad purpose tools that are useful in every industry. Next, File tab. The File tab replaces the Office button from Word 2007. You can click it to check backstage view. This is where you need to open or save files, create new documents, print a document, and do other file related operations. Next, quick access toolbar. This you find just above the file tab. This is a convenient resting place for the most frequently used commands in Word. You can customize this toolbar based on your comfort. And next, that's the end of our presentation. That's all. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.